Welcome to Faces of Parkinson's. I'm Robert Cochrane, and I'm joined today by Scott and Joy. How are you two?
Great.
Good. Good. I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, Scott, how do you know that lady there to your right?
She was looking to marry me.
Oh boy, Joy, how do you feel about that?
Oh, lucky.
Good. Well, being a married man myself for several years, I know how that works in you, and I feel blessed as well. So good for you. Scott, if you would, tell me how long you've been diagnosed with Parkinson's, first of all?
I was diagnosed in 2009.
And
So it was 9 years.
Okay, so you were diagnosed in 2009. I'd like to ask this question because, you know, some people handle it differently. What was the feeling after the initial diagnosis? What went through your mind?
Despair, uncertainty. My career was on the upswing. I wasn't sure if that would last. I wasn't sure if I could provide for my wife and my family.
And Joy, what about you? When you heard about this diagnosis, what did you think?
I just really didn't believe it. When he went to the doctor and he texted me that he had Parkinson's, I was just completely shocked. I just didn't even know. I went home and researched, got online, just kept looking up, things about it. Just shocked.
That's very common, first of all, to be shocked by everybody I talk to, and certainly from my dad. And then secondly, do exactly what you said, which is, go online. And as you probably figured out since then, even though that's very common, it can be exactly the wrong thing to do going online, right? I mean, tell me about that and how you got past maybe the internet search bubble to live your life better.
Well, first I asked him if he was going back to work, which he did, and I left work. It was kind of okay because there was a lot of things once I read, I saw that he had. So it kind of helped me realize that it was true. But then it also scared me to look at what could happen in the future because he was so young. So it was kind of good and bad.
And what did both of you do, or do both of you do for work?
I was an architect.
Oh, I'm sorry. A what now?
Architect.
Okay.
Architect.
Yeah, an architect, absolutely. And you, Joy?
Teach kindergarten.
And do you still teach kindergarten?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And Scott, do you do anything in the architecture field?
I'm a retired teacher.
Good. Well, now, something I think you do, because I see it by your hat, is you get out and you do a little bit of golf. Is that right?
And I sold to golf.
Okay.
It's all my fundraiser.
There they are. Tell me about Putting for Parkinson's. What's the goal of that organization, and why are you a part of it?
The whole goal is to raise research funds and to spread public awareness of Parkinson's disease.
Well,
both of which we've accomplished.
That's fantastic. And by the way, thank you for your help in getting both Dad and I out there to Cincinnati to help spread more of that for our event here in a couple of weeks. I'm really looking forward to meeting you both in person. It does something else, too, I'm guessing. My dad's a golfer as well. Talk to me, both of you, about the social aspect of Parkinson's, about getting out of the shadow of the fear and the isolation and the depression into, living your best. What does it mean to be social with other people who are going to understand you?
The easiest thing for me to do is to sit at home on the couch and watch television and not talk to anybody. My voice is getting so bad. The volume is low. My articulation is not what it used to be. And I have to force myself to go out and verbally interact with people. And I had a friend tell me, March Madness actually, that Thursday, I went out to watch some games with some guys, and he was saying how important he thought it was for me to get out and do that.
I couldn't agree more. I constantly remind my dad of that, and when he goes out, he has a weekly beer with his friends that I'm so happy he does, and he's been doing some rock steady boxing. Do you do any physical activity?
I do rock steady as well.
Yeah, we're big fans. And I'm glad. So it sounds like you're getting good exercise and good socialization out of the rock steady work.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good. Joy, what do you see that works well for Scott? When does he do better, and when does he struggle?
Well, I'm at work all day, so I would assume his best times are when he is boxing. It sounds like he has a lot of good relationships, and unfortunately, I'm at work, and we wanted to do it together, but I'm just glad that he gets to do that. In more quiet situations where, we just have a few friends or just our family, it's easier for people to understand and him to hear people. And so I would say that's his best time. It's just with small groups of friends and family.
My good friends are getting accustomed to coming in closer when I talk so they can actually hear me.
I hope you can find laughter in these moments. I know it's one of the things that helps my dad get along as well. Is laughter a big part of coping for you, Scott and Joy?
She likes to make fun of me sometimes.
I do. And we have a 12-year-old. Well, we have 4 boys, but the 12-year-old, I think it helps him to kind of laugh about it.
Yeah.
I worry sometimes that he's going to hurt Scott's feelings, but I figured it's good for Tyler. It makes him kind of make it a more light situation than it really is.
Well, humor is a way of helping us normalize fear. And so, yeah, I think that's great if and when you can do that. And I know sometimes it's just not funny. I know that too. Sometimes, you wish you could laugh at it, but it hurts or it's embarrassing or frustrating, Mm-hmm. So I understand that side. Do you do anything with speech therapy? Have you heard do you have any programs locally that do that?
I used to go when I was working. It helped a little bit. I used to back when I was employed, but then when I retired, I guess I didn't feel the need to keep it up. I've been constantly thinking about getting back into it, though.
Okay, good. There's a program that I'll share with you that they're trying to get some national grants out, and it's called Parkinson Voice Project. I'll send you that information, and I don't know if anyone locally is into it, the University of Cincinnati or otherwise, but I really hope that there is that opportunity because I think they're great people. They're out of Dallas, and they're trying to spread that program that really works specifically for Parkinson's. Seems to be a good one. And to tell you what, I just look forward to meeting you both here in about a week and a half because the stated goal of Boys of Summer now at this point is to connect all these communities as best we can and, figure out how we can all live the best lives we can.
I look forward to meeting you as well, Robert, and your dad.
Well, again, thank you for helping us get out there, and we'll have a good time when we get together.
Thank you.
Okay. You guys take care. For Faces of Parkinson's, this is Robert Cochrane. We'll see you next time.